3rd of December, a brutal killing unfolded in Pakistan. A Sri Lankan engineer was beaten to death by a mob of hundreds. His name was Priyantha Diyawadana Kumara, a resident of the Gampaha district near Colombo. He'd been living in Pakistan since the year 2010, working as the general manager of a garments factory. Last Friday, he was lynched by his own factory workers. The images we're about to show could be disturbing. They're from Sialkot, where this gruesome lynching took place. The violent mob of more than 100 people mercilessly thrashed this man, Priyantha Kumara. They dragged his body to a nearby road and burnt him alive. A post-mortem report has revealed that all his bones had been broken and 99% of his body was burnt. What was Priyantha Kumara's crime? An alleged act of blasphemy. The slain Sri Lankan national had apparently removed Islamic posters from the walls of the factory he was running. But before a case could even be registered against him, before a court trial could even begin, Priyantha Kumara was killed by a bloodthirsty mob. His killing has sparked global outrage because this is the second violent run-in for Sri Lanka in Pakistan. In 2009, a bus carrying the Sri Lankan cricket team was attacked by Lashkar-e-Toiba terrorists. At least 6 players were wounded. 12 years later, a Sri Lankan national has been burnt alive in broad daylight. Who should be blamed for this crime? Did the factory workers act in a fit of rage? Did someone instigate them? There's no clarity yet, but initial reports point at the involvement of Tehreek-e-Labbaik Pakistan, the TLP, a radical Islamist outfit. The same outfit that Islamabad recently struck a peace deal with, the government of Pakistan. They struck a deal with this group. According to reports, the posters Priyantha Kumara allegedly removed were published by the TLP. And the factory workers saw him do this. They informed local members of the Tehreek-e-Labbaik, who then gathered outside the factory and instigated the workers to carry out the crime. This is what the report says. Say videos from the crime scene even showed the mob raising slogans in favor of the TLP. But the government of Pakistan has been in absolute denial about all of this. It has made several arrests, yes, but it is yet to acknowledge the TLP's involvement in this killing. When asked to clarify, the Defence Minister of Pakistan said the TLP cannot be blamed because such quote-unquote murders take place when people get emotional. Exact words spoken. Listen to this.
देखिए, आप जो कह रहे हैं कि टीएलपी के, देखिए वजूहात आपको भी पता है. बच्चे हैं, बड़े होते हैं, इस्लामी दीन है, सोच ज़्यादा जोश में आ जाते हैं, जज्बे में कोई काम कर लेते हैं. इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि ये किया तो ये हो गया. ये हर एक अपनी एक सोच है. वहाँ पर लड़के इकट्ठे हुए, उन्होंने इस्लाम का नारा लगाया कि इस्लाम के ख़िलाफ़ काम, ये जज्बे में आ गए, काम हो गया अचानक. तो इसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि सब कुछ बिगड़ गया. प्लीज़ आप ज़रा लोगों को भी समझाएं कि नौजवान हैं, जज्बे में आते हैं. दीन में मैं भी जज्बे में आऊँगा, गलत काम कर सकता हूँ, लेकिन ये मकसद नहीं है कि पाकिस्तान जो है तबाही की तरफ जा रहा है.
You heard that. This is Pakistan's defense minister. He compared the mob to children, to young boys who can get emotional. Do the people of Pakistan agree with this assessment? Thankfully, they don't. The civil society in Pakistan is strongly protesting this killing. Demonstrations are being organized in Lahore and Karachi. Protesters are slamming the government of Pakistan for its quote-unquote inaction. They're asking the Imran Khan government to take stricter measures in order to stop people from misusing Pakistan's notorious anti-blasphemy laws. You must listen to a few voices.
The people who killed them, that was for bad intention, and they were just people who didn't want to work, and he just asked them to work honestly, so they killed him on the pretext of blasphemy. This law is being abused by such people, and nobody should take law into his hand. Nobody is allowed to take law in his hand. He should go to police, he should go to courts.
Somebody can just pass the word around that this man has committed blasphemy. So I think it's time that we looked at the blasphemy law. It's time we looked at our policies. It's time to make sure that these parties that are creating violence, that are spreading hatred, have no place in politics. They should not be allowed in politics.
The bottom line is this. The killing of Priyantha Kumar should serve as a wake-up call for Islamabad that needs to realize that striking peace deals with radicals will not bring peace. That said, this killing is also a cautionary tale for other countries where vigilante justice is on a steady rise. They should take lessons from Pakistan on what a country should not be. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.